So first of all, I'm going to show you the most basic, most straightforward way to use lookalike audiences, and that is simply to load it as the audience that you're going to target in your ad set. So as you can see, these lookalike audiences here, they're targeting one country, and that's the US. So I'm just going to click this. I'm going to click Create Advert. Be sure not to use multiple lookalike audiences in one ad set. So it's just going to load up now. Okay, so I'm just going to click conversions because this, I'm not going to actually run this ad. I want to quickly get to the ad set level so I can actually show you how to use your lookalikes and your custom audiences in your advertising, because there's no point knowing how to make them. There's no point making them if you don't know how to use them and if you're not planning on using them. And check this out. This little tip here has appeared. I've not seen this before, but that's quite funny because you've just learned how to do these. And now you can see that Facebook even suggests that you should do these because they're such good audiences to test. Anyway, I'm going to click a conversion event. But you don't need to worry about that. What you need to worry about is this area here. So you can add custom audiences and lookalike audiences to your targeting. Until now, we've used the location, age, gender, and languages, and then we've used interest-based targeting. You might have tried flex or stacking, as I call it, as I discuss in previous sections of videos. What we haven't looked at is the custom audience and lookalike audience feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to target our lookalike audience, and this is how you do it. You can click it and you'll be given a full list of all your audiences, or you can click lookalike audiences and it'll filter to lookalikes, or you can click customs and it'll filter to customs. So I'm going to use this lookalike audience in the US, 1% of people who are similar to people who've watched 75% of my videos. So I've just clicked it and that has now populated this. And as you can see, my potential reach has changed. And it's automatically added the United States as a location. Sometimes it doesn't do this, in which case you do have to type in the country that the lookalike is, populated from. But that is how you use a lookalike audience in an ad set. It's very simple, very straightforward, and anyone can do it. You can also exclude audiences. You just click the exclude button as I just did. And it's often common practice to exclude the custom audience that you created the lookalike audience from. And a lot of people do tell you to exclude the other lookalike audiences that have been made from the same source if you have made multiple lookalike audiences, as I've done so. And to do that, you just click each one and add them in like that. So that's how you include and exclude lookalike audiences and custom audiences. Obviously, I've only showed you lookalike audiences, but the same principle applies. It's just clicking on custom audience and clicking it if you want to target these people. And that's it. Very simple, very straightforward. As you can see, actually US has appeared now. Clickable, removable. You have to ensure that a lot of people, they will try and use a lookalike audience, right? They'll upload the lookalike audience to this section here. I'll just do it now. And the audience size will say that there's no one in the audience, or it will say there's 1.9 million people in this audience, as it says here, and they'll continue down. They'll think, yeah, all good, all good. I'm just going to run that now. They'll click continue, they'll place their order. And then after a few days, they'll come back and check their ad, and it won't have spent a penny. And it's happened to me before, and that's because I've forgotten to put the location in. So you just type in the location associated with the lookalike audience if it hasn't already auto-populated this part of the ad set for you. And now that we have a location, it will definitely start spending. So that is how you use lookalike audiences and custom audiences in your targeting. You simply upload it here. There isn't a real need to adjust the ages and genders because the lookalike audience is being populated using previous information. But of course you can change these if you like, if you want to actually constrain this lookalike audience, which I'll go into in the next